We've got the Giants and the Phillies coming your way here in a matter of moments. Sunday night baseball. Short but quick run through of baseball tonight. We head to Philadelphia right now. Carl Ravitch, take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. The bank is open on a Sunday evening. Citizens Bank Park. Philadelphia Phillies, East Coast, San Francisco Giants in from the West Coast. Game 3 of a wraparound 4-game set on what is Mother Appreciation Day at the ballpark. And speaking of moms and wives, they were out there. Bryce Harper with his family, Nick Castellanos with his. Philadelphia Phillies, it's a family affair, and they have been rolling lately. 15-3 in their last 18 games. They, along with the Baltimore Orioles, have the best 2 records in the major leagues right now. Here is Young-Hoo Lee. Kevin just mentioned him. He's been a star defensively, but like the rest of the Giants, just trying to get on track offensively. 3 or fewer in 9 straight games. Welcome, everyone, and a good Sunday night baseball to you. That, of course, David Cohn, Eduardo Perez. I'm Carl Ravitch, Buster Olney in just a bit. Let's start with the Phillies. They have taken off here their last 18. And offensively, it's not necessarily the familiar names of Harper, Turner, who's out for 6 weeks. There are other guys making big contributions.
And he loves this place, and it's Alec Bohm, their third baseman. He's been fantastic, especially the last 14 days, dominating on the offensive side. With 2 strikes, he's been great. But most importantly, what he's been able to do is slug this year. 12 doubles. Last year, he had 13 in the entire season, 12 so far this year. And he is finding the gaps, finding how to lift the baseball, and it's creating damage.
He left the game early yesterday. Buster, he's in the lineup tonight. That's good news for Phillies fans.
Over his last 15 games, Carl, he's hitting .492. What do you think you're doing well these days?
I think I've just gotten better at staying in the zone and, swinging at pitches in the middle of the zone that I can do something with instead of getting myself out on stuff on the corners and off the plate.
All right, Nick Castellanos just walked past here. He's trying to give you a handshake, but it seems like there's a handshake issue going on.
Yeah, we don't have one, so it's on me to come up with one, and I haven't quite got there yet.
All right, Alec, thanks. Back to you.
One of the few things they have to continue to work on. Buster, thank you very much. Well, he has. I mean, he's swinging at pitches more in the zone. Brandon Marsh squaring the baseball up. Tough guy to do that against tonight in Logan Webb.
Yeah, Logan Webb, one of the very best sinker ball, change-up combination pitchers that keeps the ball on the ground.
Yeah.
Ground ball rate through the roof. And if you also look at the lowest ERA since 2021, that's a pretty brand name list to be on. Logan Webb, deservedly so, right in the middle of those Cy Young Award contenders. And the thing about him is his sinker location. The glove side is so hard to do for a guy with that much movement. We call it a front door to a lefty and a back door to a righty. It's the same location, but the hardest pitch to master for a sinker ball pitcher with that kind of horizontal movement. And I got a chance to talk to him, and he could describe to me exactly how he developed that talent.
Your glove side command, front dooring it to lefties, back dooring it to right-handed batters is so good. And when it's on, I mean, you get some movement that's almost unhittable. How do you manage the glove side command so well?
Kevin Gausman was my catch partner in 20 and 21. And one day I was struggling with it. It wasn't moving the right way, and so he randomly, stood sideways, and he was like, "Throw it at my right shoulder," and he put his glove out. So he's standing sideways to me, and he was like, "Throw it at my right shoulder and just try to stay on that line." That's helped me, whenever I'm feeling like I'm not catching the right seam or I'm not getting my arm to the right spot. That's kind of the thing that kind of gets it back to what it needs to be. I think catch play is probably one of the most important things that I think early in my career I didn't take as seriously, but now I know how important it is. And when I can do that right, when I have those little things that I can adjust, it kind of just locks it back in.
Needs to be locked in against this Philadelphia Philly offense. Twice this season against the Dodgers and Red Sox, he was knocked out in the 4th inning. In his other 5 games started, 3-0 with an ERA of 1.29. Giants need that tonight as he tries to lock up Schwarber, Harper, and the rest in Logan's Webb. Game 3 of a 4-game set. The Fanatic is ready. The Phillies are ready. The Giants are set for Sunday Night Baseball here on ESPN. Temperature in the low 60s. There is no rain. Cinco de Mayo hats. You got tribute to Mother's Day with the pink hats given out to about 15,000 fans arriving early. And the ballpark is ready to celebrate what should be an outstanding evening of baseball. The Giants come in limping a little bit, 15-19. They have lost 2 in a row. They have gone 4-6 in their last 10 with a -35 run differential. Bob Melvin says we have really not done anything to our potential, and we are waiting for that to happen. They certainly made a lot of moves in the offseason to try to bolster the offense. And Jorge Soler's gotten off to a slow start. Conforto's had good success here. We take a look at the San Francisco Giant lineup, and they don't score very many runs early. They are currently tied with the Nationals for fewest first inning runs.
Last year it was Wilmer Flores, their best offensive player. He's back in the lineup as a DH today. Went deep yesterday. They need Chapman to get it going. If they do, then wait on Soler, who has a day off. Could be a very good offense for the Giants.
Soler 3 for 35 with 1 homer to start this season. Taijuan Walker's going to be on the mound, and the first guy he's going to deal with is Jung-Hoo Lee. For Walker, he is one of the 5 now in the Philadelphia Philly rotation. Spencer Turnbull had been there, and he is in the short term going to be pitching out of the bullpen. There'll be no 6-man rotation. And for Bob Thompson, the manager, it was never a question about Walker going to the bullpen. He was one of the starters, in his opinion, all the way.
Yeah, it's nice to be the Phillies right now when you have choices to make and you have extra starters. But Taijuan Walker is now a 10-year Major League veteran, and that's no small thing. If you played in the major leagues and you've been in a clubhouse, you know that's a big deal for him. This will be his 200th game appeared in today and 196 starts. So yes, he's a kind of a movement specialist. You see the numbers there in his first start. Got knocked around a little bit, gave up 6 earned runs, but you can tell he's going well with that cutter, sinker, splitter combo, and the split finger fastball is the one that he gets swings and misses on.
Impingement on that shoulder. That's why he started the season on the IL. Friday night, the Phillies won it 4-3. The bullpen came through for them. They went 5 innings, gave up just an earned run. That was the game in which Trey Turner scored from second base on a pass ball and came up with a hamstring issue, which has got him on the sideline for the next 6 weeks. Mentioned the Orioles, the Phillies, they are on top. Boy, did the Guardians just destroy the Atlanta Braves. Shohei Ohtani hit a ball 464 feet today, and then he hit another home run. The Yankees are playing really well, and there are the Braves who went in feeling so good until they dealt with the Dodger machine.
The Orioles are pretty good too.
Oh my goodness.
Baltimore's a problem.
Look at those two teams. You start to think about the I-95 series in 1983, the Orioles and the Phillies. Perhaps a preview of things to come. Walker gets the ball, set to get on the bump, and Jung-Hoo Lee, whose 31 hits leads the team, tied with Thairo Estrada, steps in. 246 on the season, 2 homers, 7 RBIs. And the first pitch from Walker, that's in there for a strike.